Hi friends, how are we going? If you've been here before, you might be aware that I love a yarn store, but I generally find myself buying yarn from smaller independent yarn stores. There's just so many to explore. And so typically when I'm buying yarn, I'm not going into like the big box craft stores, but I do still find myself in there on occasion to buy other craft stuff. Just like I was the other day, I found myself in a Lincraft buying some fabric dye, and I hadn't been in a Lincraft in ages, and so I had to go and check out the yarn selection. And I was pleasantly surprised because I found this t-shirt yarn, or they call it spaghetti yarn. Um, and I've been looking for some of this for ages. I actually did look for this in a spotlight a while ago, but I couldn't find any, or the selection was really tiny, but they had heaps of colors, patterns. There was a big variety. So I picked up 4 of these because I really want to make the loose ends triangle tote. I really love loose ends bag patterns. I follow them on Instagram and I've seen Amazingish Grace make some of their bags on her channel and they always look so good. And I think it would look sick in this beautiful dark red color, especially for winter here in Australia. And I also thought it would be really interesting to see how long it actually takes me to crochet this because like in my head, I feel like it's gonna work up really quickly, but I don't know if that's because I've watched Amazingish Grace make them and she is like a crocheting wizard, whereas I'm not. I'm definitely a beginner crocheter. Uh, I have made very few finished crochet objects. I think I made a fluffy bucket hat in lockdown in like 2020. I made a sort of mesh top and headband, I think in like 2022, right before I went on holiday. And it didn't fit me very well, and I wore it like once. And then I crocheted a bag. In fact, it was a loose ends bag, the bow bag for my wedding. But I made that with satin ribbons that I had sewn together at the ends. And it was quite a challenging yarn to work with. And it definitely added a lot of extra time trying to like work out how best to work with the ribbon, how to get the stitches to lay nicely. So while the bag actually worked up quite quickly, I had to redo it quite a few times to get it to look the way I wanted. And in the end, it was just sort of like a good enough situation. So I did really enjoy the pattern though. And while that was a smaller bag, like I feel like working with the ribbon made it a bit slower, but it was really quick. And this is a bigger bag, but at least I'm working with the recommended material. So maybe I can do it sort of quickly. I don't know. Let's see. Again, I thought it would be interesting because I've mainly seen videos of experienced crocheters make this bag. So I thought maybe it would be interesting to see on the complete other end of the spectrum. And see how difficult it is and how long it takes. So let's go. I'm really excited. How am I meant to hold it again? All right, that's the first square done. So we need to do 2 more of these. This took about 57 minutes, which is honestly maybe faster than I expected. I feel like I hit a flow with my crocheting. The first ones were a bit rough, as you might have seen. My technique was not really there, but it's getting better as I go along. This is pretty heavy, and that's something I'd heard Grace mention, like the tote is quite heavy because of the amount of yarn that you use. Like it's all doubled up. How many grams are these? Hang on. So each ball of the t-shirt yarn is 75 grams. I think 750 grams. I remember this is a bit more than required. I think it's about 1,500 grams. If I was using the loose ends t-shirt yarn. So that's 1.5 kilos, carrying around without anything in it already. That's fine. It's a tote, it's going over the shoulder. It should be all good. I just probably won't like carry heaps of stuff in this bag anyway. But yeah, pretty happy with how it's coming out. Oh, I did also just want to say my impression of this yarn, because it's like a pretty high cotton content. It's 90% cotton, 10% recycled materials. It can be a little bit stiff, but other than that, it's okay. I'm kind of considering putting a band-aid on this finger or something just to stop the rubbing when I'm holding my finger up for the tension. But I don't know. We'll see if that's needed. It is taking like a lot of movement in my arm, and like my wrist is a little sore. My hand is also sore just from knitting, and I've been painting a doll, so holding a paintbrush. So it's been a lot of movements, specifically my right hand. So I might not, power through and do it all tonight. I might give myself a bit of a break, but I will keep timing myself. I'm gonna put on, I think, a documentary, and let's see how long it takes. We have got 2 finished squares, and I thought I would finish the second one faster than I finished the first, like considerably faster, but it was pretty much bang on. 1 hour and 55 minutes for the 2 of them combined. So I don't know, maybe a little bit of that is attributed to the fact that I was watching a documentary that was half in French, so I had to read subtitles, but towards the end I was kind of feeling it out, getting a good flow. Who knows? But anyway, they're kind of heavy. I thought about just going to bed, but it's so nice and cozy on the couch tonight, and I made myself a cup of tea, and we've started on the 3rd panel. So I might not finish this one tonight. I think my hand and my elbow could use a rest soon, but yeah, I'll crochet for a little bit longer, and then I'll probably get into bed and finish it tomorrow. Also, my phone is on like 10%. I need that because I'm timing myself on it. So yeah, might have to call it quits pretty soon. The third square, it's not looking that square, is it? My tension has definitely gotten a bit looser as it's gone on, but it's done. And that one was my fastest one. It was very stop-start though, so I was like stopping and starting the timer because I had to, my hand really started hurting with that stretch. It's like in here that's been really sore. So we've been stretching it, resting it, and I've just had to, get ready for my day and stuff. But I finished it, and the total time on the timer, hang on, let me double check, is 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 54 seconds up until now. So that means, say that was 38 plus 5 minutes, because the timer was at 1 hour and 55. So that is 43 minutes. Shaved off like 10 or so minutes there. Hey, probably also why this is the most wonky one. Can you see how much bigger it is at the bottom? You can't tell as much on the camera. That's good. But it's done. And now I just need to join it. So I'm gonna have to I'll watch the tutorial on how they do that. So with this pattern, it's really great and super beginner friendly because you not only get the written instructions, but you also get a link to a tutorial that shows you everything. So that's been super handy. So let's see how we actually weave all of these together, how these squares actually make a bag. So remember like a second ago when I was sort of bragging about how fast this last panel took me? Do you see the size difference? The clear difference in my gauge? Not great. Oh, sorry, honey. But in keeping with the whole beginner theme, I'm not going to redo this. I'm just going to see what happens if I connect this all. Yes, okay. If I connect this all as it is and see how it turns out. What do you think? Whoa. It's finished. Sorry, I am just a bit speechless at this second because I'm looking at this side, which is, I guess it just needs to sit a bit more back. But having one square where the gauge was completely out did have an effect. And this is it. It's a bit wonky. From this side, it looks beautiful. From this side, the opening is lower down here. So I can already see that I'm going to be wearing it this way most of the time. How good does that look though? This definitely feels like the first of many iterations of this bag that I will be making. So I'm kind of fine to leave it the way it is because I feel like it's a good marker of my progress for later on to be like, well, remember when I did that bag and it was a bit wonky, but I still think it's good. I don't know. I could definitely also have just gone back and redone that last square. But I was curious to see how it would turn out. And I think it's fine. I haven't decided if I want the strings dangling down yet. I've got them all on the inside. I think I kind of like the clean look for this one. Yeah, it is heavy, but on my shoulder, like I'm probably not gonna take this around for like a full day shopping where I'm gonna be chucking more and more stuff in here and I'm gonna be on my feet the whole time and it's gonna be on my shoulder the whole time. But like hopping around to cafes or like going to a friend's place and going somewhere else where I'm gonna sit down and take my bag off, very cute. And so the grand total on my little stopwatch is 3 hours and like 50 something seconds. And I've got this bag. So this is definitely a project that you can do in an afternoon. Even if you take a bit of extra time and you don't screw up your gauge because you're rushing, very easily a one-day project, I think, for any level of crocheter above like absolutely, completely beginner, never picked up a crochet hook. Then that might take you a bit longer, but I do still think it's achievable. And if you are like a mega beginner, never touched a crochet hook, Loose Ends does actually have a bag specifically for a complete beginner. But I really think a complete beginner could make this, and it probably wouldn't take that long. I want to see what I can fit in here. All right, and here's how it looks kind of full. How does it look on the other side, kind of full? Yeah, kind of looks fine. Again, I do just think because of the mistakes I made, this is the way I'm going to wear it. But yeah, and it's fitting a lot. I probably wouldn't put more in it than this, otherwise it's going to start to get very uncomfortable. But I got a drink bottle. I got a top, a laptop, wallet, lip gloss. I think I've got a key in here. There we go. All easily fit in there. I like this bag. I am going to make another one, and the next one will be better. But I'm still going to use the heck out of this bag. So let me put this stuff down. Okay, so that is it. Have any of you guys made this bag or any of the other loose end bags? Let me know. I think I want to make the like shoulder little purse one next. That one looks super cute and maybe even a little bit more functional than this one because it would be lighter. Hey, might have to hit up Lincraft again. Although, I don't know, this fabric, this yarn, it's not the nicest. It like is thicker in places, thinner in places. At one point it just broke. So I would be really curious to try the Loose Ends yarn. If any of you guys have tried it, can you let me know what you think? Is it worth it? I'm intrigued. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're having a lovely day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.